Children, today we will learn about Newton's first law of motion. Okay, now I have recorded a video. You just to go through the video, and afterwards, any doubt is there, you can ask me. Now, listen to the video. Now, Newton's first law of motion we are going to learn. Now, observe here. The car moves. You know that whenever a force is applied, it causes the body to move. Observe here carefully. The man kicks the ball and the ball continues to be in motion. It is going on moving. Then Newton was thinking. What did Newton think? Why is the body continues to be in rest or state of rest or of uniform motion? Like that he was thinking. So unless acted upon by an unbalanced external force, the body will continue to be in its state of rest or it will continue to be in motion. Now understand children, when a body is in rest, it will always be in rest. If a body is motion, it will always be in motion. But if an external unbalanced force, I told you what is balanced and unbalanced force in the previous class. Balanced force means both the sides, that is two forces will be equal. So the object is not going to move. Unbalanced force means one force will be greater than the other. So the body will move in the direction of the greater force. So when an unbalanced external force is applied only, the body which is in rest will start moving and the body which is in motion will stop its motion. So this one, Isaac Newton, he started coining this particular law. A body continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced external force. You can note down. Okay, what is an unbalanced force? Once again, I will revise. Now here you can see a tug of war. Two people in both the sides, they are pulling. So this time it is balanced force. So the rope is not moving at all. In both the direction, the force is balanced. Now you see this particular people, that is this side, the people who are standing in the right side, they have applied a greater force. Now the object has moved. You see these two people also have moved closer. Can you see the distance between that particular point? So this is called unbalanced force. So unbalanced force is a force where one force is greater than the other. Okay. Now this is one new concept. It is called inertia. So what happens? See here, a ball is going on moving. You can see here a ball is kept on the first slab. Now the first slab, it is moved, but the ball is at rest. Only the slab is moved. So now what happens to the ball? You observe what is happening to the ball. It falls. Now the second slab is also moving its position, but the ball is not moved. It is in rest position. So since there is nothing to stand, when the ball is not able to sit on any place, so it is falling to the next one. The third is also leaving. Third is also moving. So the ball came to the ground and it continues to be in motion. This concept is called as inertia. So the tendency of a body to be in continuous motion, or you saw that the ball was continuously moving after it fell to the ground, or the tendency of the body to be in continuous rest. First, initially in the first slab, only we gave motion to the slab. The ball was in that original position. Anyone, did they move the ball? No. So the ball was in the same place. So when the first slab was moved, there was nothing to balance it, so it fell down because of gravity. Again, the second slab also moved. So but only the slab is moved, the ball is not moving at all. So the ball, again, there is nothing to sit on place. That is, there is no slab to keep the ball. So the ball again falls down. So like that, the ball was initially in rest, so it was continuing to be in rest. When it fell down, what happens? It started rolling. So it was continuously rolling. So this kind of tendency of any body to be remaining at rest or to remain in motion is called as inertia. There are three types of inertia: inertia of rest, inertia of direction, inertia of motion. Now let's see inertia of motion. See a bus is starting to move. So what happened? The passenger is also in rest position. Now the bus started moving. So you can see that the man came behind. What has happened? This is called inertia of rest. The tendency of that man was in rest position. So his whole body was in rest position. Now suddenly when the bus started, the leg was in connection with the bus. So the leg also started moving, but the upper part of the body is still in rest. So we bend behind. Now here you can see that when the slab was moved, the ball fell into the glass. This is another scenario. When the bus takes right direction, the man moves towards left. So this concept is called as change in direction. So the three types of inertia. This is inertia of rest, inertia of motion. Let me explain about the inertia of motion. The bus is continuously moving. Suddenly when the brake is applied, what happens? The leg part is in motion continuously. When the brake is applied, the leg part alone will come to rest, but the upper part is still in motion. So you can see that the man is falling forward. This type of inertia is called as inertia of motion. So we have seen three kinds of inertia. First one, inertia of rest. Then we saw inertia of direction. Then now we are seeing inertia of motion. The bus is in motion. The man's down part, the leg part is down, became rest position. But the upper part is still in motion. So he is falling forward. So when the man falls forward, it is inertia of motion. When the man falls behind, it is inertia of rest. This is Newton's first law. This is otherwise called as law of inertia. So now let's see a scenario. Now when we kick the ball, it has to be continuously to be in a motion. No, that is the concept of Newton. But why is the ball now stopping? What is the reason behind it? The reason is there is an unbalanced force. Who is giving the unbalanced force? Now the ball is in motion, but the frictional force applied by the ground is more than the motion of the ball, because the ball is now losing its velocity. The friction is more. So there is an unbalanced force. So you can see the upper part, one arrow is there, that is the ball's motion, which the man gave the velocity. It will continuously decrease, you know that. But the friction force is now only started to apply. The friction force is more compared to the velocity of the ball. So the ball eventually stops. So it is obeying Newton's first law. So what is it doing? The body will continue to be in motion only, but it is stopped by an external force. Who is that external force here? The frictional force. So let's summarize. A body continues to be in its state of rest or of uniform motion unless acted upon by an unbalanced external force. So this is Newton's first law definition. This is unbalanced force. That is, one side it is greater and another side when it is lesser, it is called unbalanced force. Law of inertia. The body which is in this one is called as inertia of rest. This is called as inertia of motion. Inertia is divided into three types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction.